Okay guys, so for the next section we're going to be stretching into the spine a little bit more, some flexion and extension. We're going to do a couple of poses such as downward dog, just to stretch into the hamstrings and also opening up the chest a little bit, so enjoy. Okay, so we're going to go to all fours now guys, tabletop position, so just make sure your wrist points are lining up with your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. And we're going to take it into cat-cow, so it's just going to really stretch out the spine here. So we're going to take an in-breath, and as we do that, we're going to sink the belly down towards the floor, look ahead, and feel that stretch in the spine. As we exhale, just bring the spine up to the ceiling, drop the head, take the spine all the way up, stretch it up to the ceiling as far as you can, and then just sinking the belly down towards the floor on that in-breath, looking ahead. Good, just moving with that breath all the time, just bringing the spine up to the ceiling, drop the head again, really stretch through the spine. Good, and again, breathing in, looking ahead, exhale, take it back the other way. Good, one more time, just breathing in as you sink the belly down, look ahead, pushing through the hands, exhale back to neutral position. We're going to walk the hands forward just to the end of our mat and coming into puppy pose now for a really lovely stretch for the front body. So just want you to bring your hips back behind you. Ideally the hips and the knees want to line up, so if you need to walk your hands further forward, that's absolutely fine. Just bring the hips back, forehead down into the floor. And just feel that stretch through the front body, all the way up under the armpits, into the chest. And feel that deep stretch here. Just connecting with the breath, bringing the breath down into the belly. Exhale, feel all the stress from the body just releasing. Another breath in, exhale, release, and then we're going to walk the hands underneath the shoulders, push up through the hands, and coming back to tabletop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come into downward dog, so you might want to just walk your hands a little bit further so that the wrists are just in front of the shoulders. You're going to tuck the toes under at the back, engage the core, just lift your knees off the floor a couple of inches, start to feel that core engagement in your stomach, and then we're going to just lift the bottom all the way up to the ceiling, drop the heels down as far as you can. Beginners, if this is too much, you can come up onto your toes and then just bend into the knees here. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can just bring your heels down into the ground and then just look towards your feet, relax the head, relax the neck, and ground down through the knuckles of your hands. The weight should be predominantly on the index and the thumb. I want you to spread the fingers as far as you can and really root down through the heels. So sternum's coming down towards the floor, tailbone up towards the sky, and then just relax the head as much as you can. And then on your next in-breath, just start to lift the heels off the ground, bending into the knees, coming back down to tabletop in your own time. Good. We're going to untuck the toes. We're going to take the knees as wide as the mat and then just start to sink the hips back. Drop the hips down onto the heels. Really reach through the fingers, extend the arms long, and then forehead down into extended child's pose. So just stay here for a couple of breaths. Really relaxing. Taking the breath right down into the belly. Good, and as an option, just bring the elbows down, clasp the hands together, and then just take the hands up over the top of the head. You can come into prayer position with your hands here. Just feel that additional stretch on the back of the arm, around the triceps. And again, staying with the breath, breathing in, right down into the belly, exhale, release. Take the hands down, and then just extend through the fingers. So come up onto the fingers here, and just feel that additional stretch into the rib cage, the side body, under the armpits here. Good, and then just drop the hands down, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, push up through the hands. And the last one we're going to do of this series is just bring our bellies down onto the floor. We're going to come into Sphinx Pose. So just want you to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders and keep your forearms onto the floor. Spread the hands, spread the fingers, and really root down through the hands, root down through the pelvis and the hips, and keep very active in the legs. And then we're just going to feel that front body stretch all the way through the chest, looking towards the head of our mat. So just staying here with the breath. Good. If you're sinking here and the shoulders are coming up around your ears, just want you to push down through your elbows and really soften the shoulders here, so you're not getting any tension around the neck or the shoulders. Keep pushing down through those elbows and looking ahead. So try not to compress the back of the neck too much. If you're looking up here, just gaze down towards the floor. Good. On our next exhale, we're just going to take the elbows wide, bring yourself back down towards the floor, and then sit yourself back up to seated position. Okay guys, that was the end of that section, so I'll see you for the next.